Quantum Health Boss. It's time for you to decode those body signals before it's too late. We have a Heavenly Scan membership ready for you. Here's a little bit more about it.
I am unique like a unicorn. I achieve anything I set my mind to. I am beautiful inside and out. I trust myself to make good decisions. If you can dream it, you can believe it.
So cute. I was a really shy child, very, very shy. I had some really hard things in childhood, which ended up turning into complex trauma. There were so many times I felt hopeless. I started seeing a doctor and he made a mistake where it diagnosed me like the first visit, gave me 2 medications at the same time to take, and we couldn't tell which one worked. So I was mad in the beginning. When I started to research trauma, I was going to conferences for my license. So I was attending we'd pick certain classes to go to. But the more I read, the more I learned, the more I thought, this doesn't seem like what's really going on with me. I got very sick in 2020, and I had periods of time before that where I was sick and then would kind of get a little better, but this was significant. Something was really going on and they couldn't figure it out. We almost got to a point where they thought it was all just in my head, and I knew it wasn't. I had a new symptom almost every day. I had a skin rash. I had stuff on my tongue appearing. I had there were so many mysterious symptoms and things. And when I would have a flare up, I pretty much couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't move. And it took a while after some pushing to figure out that I have blood clotting antibodies. And so when my blood would get thick, I just could not move. I got this feeling that there was just something more. I just didn't know what it was. And something told me to attend this conference. And my intuition said, you are going to find something at this conference that is going to help. And it took me all day. I spoke to almost every vendor at this conference. And toward the very, very end, I did meet someone who was showing me some of the features of the AO scan. And the thing that intrigued me was they pulled up the vitals and was showing me the part of the blood where I could see. I said, you mean I can look at this every day and see what's going on in my body? I was like, this is it. And completely changed my life with my mental health, because I thought mental health would be, and even physical, would be a lifelong thing for me. I started AO Scan because of my physical issues, because I'd done all this work, which I thought I had done mentally, emotionally. I didn't think there was much more I could do in that area, but my body was really declining physically. But then I was like, what is this inner voice thing? And oh, maybe I should do this too. And that's when I saw the most powerful change, because I just was done with living like this. I was done with being scared, fearful, anxious, seizures, all that stuff. I was like, this has got to go. And because I knew that this was the thing that was for me, this was the thing that was going to help me, I took it very seriously. Once I hit the inner voice, that's when the shifts just started to happen. One of the biggest times of just sheer terror was when I was intubated in the ICU. I had the flu and I was 24 weeks pregnant with my daughter. I fought to save this baby That was the happiest thing when she arrived with no complications. We were healthy. A baby gives your life different meaning, especially with almost not surviving, with the incredible hardship that we had been through in the hospital. It was worth it. I have had mom guilt, kind of multifaceted, some with understanding a lot of those emotions I passed on to her, not of any, it wasn't my fault. I knew I needed to help her as well, because some of the even medications I took that I didn't need affected her brain. So we really started to notice kind of in kindergarten. She was having a hard time sitting, focusing. I began to broadcast the focus frequencies to her during kindergarten. I want to say 4 or 5 days. She came running home and she had all 6 smileys. And the teachers didn't really know what I was doing. They're like, whatever it is, it's working. And she's caught up a lot as far as like reading. She was very behind on reading. We've been doing Mind Sync with her. Now she just loves to read. At first we could barely get her to read, and now she's reading every night.
If you can dream it, you can believe it.
That's where that little shy girl like came out of herself. This one is the one that's given her confidence, because like she wrote it, she's hearing it from herself. She has really come to the point where she's like, different is good, and she's not worried about being different than other people. And it's night and day, whereas some sit there and they can't do anything other than watch. And I use our tools all the time to intervene, speed things up, help with emotions. They're so multifaceted. There's so many things we can do. You just have to get past that part of your brain that says everything has to be hard because I've been suffering for years.
Amen.
And for some reason, I either don't feel like I value myself and I need to suffer, or that's like my life mission to suffer, or whatever your brain is telling itself. Some people, nothing has worked for them. I was in that state for a long time. And I didn't even know how to believe that something could get me out of that. Like just sitting there and enjoying an activity, like going on a family activity and like watching my daughter and then feeling that joy without being like, I'm going to go home and be depressed again. I never even knew what that felt like. And to experience that for the first time was just almost unreal. You have to take that first step forward. Try something new. Even if 10 other things have failed, keep trying. When you're finally to a point where you can get out of that and not be in that circumstance, there's nothing in the world that's better. Because you can be on hell on earth, whether it's physically, whether it's in your mind, that you can be living in an actual hell on earth. But you don't have to be. The beauty of it is that we can change that.
Wow, what a story, what a story. Heavenly Scan membership is waiting for you. We have 3 different levels, and the first 50 people have an introductory price of $29 per month to get the scans going. We scan you 3 times daily, and it goes straight to your email. You don't got to do anything. You don't have to know about how to use the technology. All you have to do is pay. We show you how to read the reports. There's lots of information online on YouTube that you can go. You can take the reports and change what you need to do daily, and you can take them to your health practitioner. Also, we have a family plan. If you have a lot of family in your household, we can put them on the same plan for a limited price of $88. And also, we have the premium plan, the platinum, where you basically scan yourself and you have all of the facets that she was trying to explain in the video, where you have the inner voice, you can check your blood, and basically you can do everything that I can do. And once you pass the university, you can do even more. Definitely decode your body signals before it's too late. And we can do it now. And if you want to learn more, we have a retreat coming up July 27th. Sorry, June 27th to July 2nd. So we want to see you there. Spaces running out. We definitely want to see you there very soon. So Quantum Health Plus letting you know, decode those signals now before it's too late.